The beef industry needs people who are willing to talk to consumers and answer their questions about how beef is produced from pasture to plate. Joining me now is Emma Coffman. She's the 2025 Beef Advocate of the Year. Emma, congratulations, first of all.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Absolutely. Tell us just a little bit about your background in the beef business.
Absolutely. So I'm a little different than some of my previous people that have won this award. That I'm not from agriculture.
Wow.
I'm first generation. Got exposure into the industry through stock shows.
Yep.
And that was just the kerosene on the flame. I went and got an animal science degree at A&M.
Okay.
Got exposure to international livestock systems out in Australia, and because of COVID had to come back in. And I just followed where God laid the door open, and so did nutrition consulting for a while, then got the opportunity to come back to Texas and did some feedlot data management, so got to see both sides of the cattle industry, and then went into IVF world. And now I do advocacy full-time, traveling the country and sharing people's story.
Oh, that's an incredible story. We need more first-generation folks like you. So tell us a little bit about how you share your story with those non-ag people.
Absolutely. So I think right now we see this big boom in technology, and right now more than ever we can share our story with just a little click on our phone. And what I do is I try to bring not only storytelling but factual information and trying to combat the fear-based marketing that is out there, but on both sides. And we need to educate the consumers about our sustainability, our management practice, and what all truly goes into our production agriculture behind being a saddle horn or behind a steering wheel of a tractor. There's technology, there's research, there's innovations, that there are so many different areas as a first generation you can be a part of that food supply. But sharing those stories and being transparent with our management practices is going to be our key into moving forward with our world.
Yeah, and maybe you can expound on that just a little bit. I'm curious, how have you seen that communication between yourself and the non-ag public really make a difference for our industry?
Absolutely. I think you have to go in with a maybe different perspective and point of view. You can't just dive into the science real quick. You need to maybe go back to the basics and explain the fundamentals before you start getting to the nitty-gritty details. And I think that's really difficult for us sometimes. And we have been under persecution of maybe some groups historically that we've had our gates closed. And in a world full of gatekeepers, you need to be a gate getter.
I love that. In a world full of gatekeepers, we need to be a gate getter. I'm going to remember that one, Emma. That's fantastic.
I'm glad.
So just a couple other questions. What would you tell other folks in the industry, a couple of pieces of advice about how we can all do a better job sharing our story?
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to share your story. I think that every one of us has a strength, whether it's a research type of mindset to more of a communications mindset. And we can work together to publicize where we're going, where we've been, and moving forward with innovations too. But we can't keep the door closed. And in my personal opinion, I really think that being vulnerable is going to be the key for us to share our story and get people to understand and maybe change their perspective about what maybe misconceptions have been in the industry. So again, right now is the easiest way to tap into people's everyday life. We need to go ahead and be proactive versus reactive.
That's outstanding. Well, I can't tell you how impressed I am and thankful I am that somebody like you would choose the beef industry to get engaged in and use your God-given gifts and talents here. Thank you so much, Evan.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Now, anyone with a genuine interest in promoting the beef industry is encouraged to enroll in the Masters of Beef Advocacy program. There's no cost to participate, and you complete the program on your own schedule. Just visit the website, mastersofbeefadvocacy.com, for all the details.